Welcome, all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is another episode of UnEducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, and we are going to break down Mr. Bill Belichick himself. Might be, maybe, possibly breaking news being the new head coach of North Carolina football. That's right, you guys. The Tar Heels might be on the verge of getting Bill Belichick. Now, it isn't guaranteed. We don't know, but there are stories out there. It could be publicity stunt. We have no idea. But before we get into it, please hit that like button. Let's make this stream pop. Also, hit that subscribe button. Come join our YouTube family on our road to 3,000 subscribers, you guys. Please hit that subscribe button for your boy and hit that like button for today's stream. Let's get into it now. Bill Belichick is going to North Carolina to talk to the president, athletic director, to see about becoming the new head coach of the Tar Heels. What does that mean for Bill Belichick? One, it means that he knows he is no longer going to be an NFL coach. The times have changed. It's past him now. This reminds me of Al Pacino's character on Any Given Sunday as the head coach. Back then, he was a 70s, 80s, 60s head coach, and in the 90s were kind of changing. Early 2000s, he had to change and really couldn't adapt. That's like Bill Belichick in today's NFL. Can't really adapt to new schemes now. There are a lot of crazy offenses. This is a young head coach game, a young man's game, and maybe he's just tired of the I don't know the multi-millionaire grind of being an NFL head coach. I don't know, but one thing I do know about him, and of course many, many, many other folks like him that have been in football for so long, you can't get out your DNA, right? So when he got released or fired or whatever you want to say from the Patriots, he became an analyst. He's on ESPN. He's doing his thing, and he's living his life with his young ass girlfriend. He's like, girl's like 21 now. I'm playing. I don't know how she is, but she's very young. But regardless, though, he's living his life. Having a great time doing it, and I'm not mad at the guy for doing that. But of course, football, it just never goes away. Never goes away. Now he is an older head coach, so you wonder if this is just a stunt to maybe get into the NFL. But I think if it is, shame on Bill Belichick. He's better than that. If you're gonna go for this position, then go for it. And guess what? With North Carolina firing Matt Brown, they're gonna freaking just love to have Bill Belichick, right? That could be a program changer. But does Bill want to go through that? It is a new process. I don't know if he's ever been any kind of coach in the college level, an assistant or whatever. But I know being the head coach of a college program, especially a D1 program, it's a lot of work. And that's another grind. But now you're not dealing with grown men with money. You're dealing with young men with money. Dealing with parents. You're dealing with athletic directors. You're dealing with the program itself, the fan base. What do they want in return for you being the head coach? Because granted, I mean, he's in a good situation because North Carolina, when it comes down to their football program, is still a basketball town, and so there's not a lot of pressure. But I tell you what, for Bill Belichick, this could bring a spark out in him that is much needed for himself. He's a six-time Super Bowl champion as a head coach as New England Patriots. Brings that same kind of cliche, that same type of energy to this program. Now, as far as North Carolina goes, this is huge if it's a big if they can get Bill Belichick, on their squad as their head coach, this could be huge because he brings in a lot of mystery, the boogeyman, the quote unquote goat of head coaching in the NFL. He brings that to your program, which means if he goes into any parent's house and talk to their kids, and he brings all six of those rings, and he starts to flash them like this, a little flashy, those guys are gonna look there and say, you know what, this man can teach me how to be a professional for the NFL while I'm in college. And that is what he brings when he walks into the living room and speaks to the kids and the children's parents, whatever. So shout out to Bill Belichick for I guess trying to make it happen. But I do know one thing: his time in the NFL is done. It's time, and he had a great career, a great almost 40 years, 40 some years in the NFL, being an assistant coach, a head coach, and he's had probably the craziest, greatest dynasty of my era, my generation, the Patriots dynasty, which we all don't like, but it's still a dynasty that he was a part of, and he made it all happen. So does he get the juices flowing, the juices going? This is a good start, and it would be nice to see a new program. This is a program changer. We seeing Bama and Georgia and Clemson at some kind of rate, and now Ohio State. Those teams always get in the cloud. I would love to have another new dynasty somewhere, right? Clemson was there for a second, they kind of falling back, but they showed up. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Notre Dame for a second comes in and out as a potential powerhouse threat for a while. North Carolina could be that if it's Bill Belichick, because parents, right? Kids kids are now dealing with parents that are my age, mid 30s to your mid 40s. We all witnessed the Belichick dynasty. So if Belichick came to my house to talk to my child, I'm gonna tell my child, listen up. No, listen up. Did this man knows what he's doing, and I like the fact that he's a no BS guy, and that sits fine in college football. Yes, there's NIL deals and there's transfer portals, but these NIL deals are making these kids spoiled. Transfer portals are making them spoiled as well. But a guy like Bill Belichick, who's no nonsense, if you're there, right? And he's gonna tell it to you straight up. And as a child, you have to either rock with it or not rock with it, and it depends on the child and his surrounding as well. We won't get into all that, but still, Bill can bring the best out of any young player, in my opinion, if he decides to listen to such caliber talking of Bill Belichick. How about that? Right. I like the challenge if he does want to do it. It is a challenge. It's grueling as a head coach for a college program. There's a lot more you got to do with a lot more players that are a lot younger than NFL players, and they're still making money. Not as much as NFL, obviously, but they're still making some kind of money. So Bill Belichick is talking and getting the phone calls and meeting up with people, and let's see where it goes. I want to see a new dynasty. I'm not calling it a dynasty. Like, can he relate to the young kids too? That's another question. Can Bill Belichick relate to these young guys? He couldn't relate to the NFL guys now. It's just, it's kind of like, without Tom Brady, who am I? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out about you. We saw the last couple years in New England. It didn't look so good. We're gonna find out if he does decide to go to North Carolina. In my opinion, if it was up to me for Bill to go, I would say no. I would say no. Hey, dude, ride on your white horse and get up out of here. Have fun with the little young thing before she give you a heart attack. I would do that. That's my goal, my position. I'm riding that Bronco and get out of here and relax and be on ESPN and do talk shows and talk sports on there. That seems very fulfilling to me. But I'm not Bill Belichick. If he decides to go through this, I hope the best for the man, per usual. And let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. So Bill Belichick to North Carolina. Does it happen? If it does, what do you think that does for the program? Please let us know in the chat in the comments down below. Yo, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Once again, we're on our road to 3,000 subscribers, you guys. USC Nation is getting bigger and better every single day. Thank y'all for the love and support, man. And we're out of here. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Love you, mama. Love you guys as well. Have a blessed rest of y'all day.